सुप्तेषु जाग्रति य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति कामं 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 कामपुरुषो पुरुषो निर्विमानः निर्विमानः तदेव शुक्लं तद्ब्रह्मा अस्मिन् लोकः शतः सर्वे तनूनात्यधिगतश्च नान्यमीतश्च एतद्वैता 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 एतद्वैता
Thank you. Before we go on to the session, there are a couple of announcements to be made. One for today's session, that for the Jain members, there is a Chodiyar facility available at 6:30. 6:30. Secondly, our study circle is distributing ready reckoners at the discounted rate to the members of the study circle. And for that, the members who have filled up the forms and made the payment, they can collect those reckoners, your reckoner, from the counter. But there is limited stock available, so it will be available on the first come first serve basis. But so that over there you don't have to wait for the postal post to reach to your office. And one more thing, that tomorrow is the last day to apply for the discounted rate ready reckoner. 28th is the last day. Coming back to the session, may I request our core committee member Aman Khandelwal to introduce the learned speaker, please.
Thank you, Lalit Bhai, for giving me the opportunity to give a formal and a brief introduction about our learned speaker for the day, CA Murtaza Kanchwala sir. He is a past chairman of WIRC of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India for the year 22-23 and past secretary of WIRC for 2022-21. He served 2 terms at the WIRC of ICAI. In the past, he has served as a deputy convener of Kalyan CP Study Circle. He has also served as a secretary, vice chairman and chairman of Kalyan Dombivli branch of WIRC of ICAI. He is a fellow chartered accountant from the 1994 batch. He is a Bachelor of Commerce an MCOM and Cost and Management Accountant, Certified Internal Auditor, ISO 27001 Lead Auditor, Certified Information Systems Auditor, and has done Diploma in Information Systems Audit. He is currently a member on Advisory Board of Symbiosis Institute of Telecommunication Management at Pune. He has about 30 years of professional experience providing business and technology consulting to large conglomerate as well as global organizations. Currently, he is a managing director with Protivity and he is the market leader for Protivity in India. In the past, Murtaza sir has worked in organizations like AF Ferguson and Company, Mitsui, OSK Lines, Hinduja Group and Vodafone. He has been invited as a regular speaker and as a panelist at various forums. He occasionally writes in magazines, journals, and other publications. Now I request our past convener Lalit Ji to kindly hand a memento as a token of appreciation to our speaker. Now I request our immediate past Deputy Convener, CA Sikandar Yadav Ji, to hand over a CABF fund receipt of ₹500 on behalf of the speaker. With this formal introduction, now I request the speaker to take charge of the session.
Hello. So before you start, just a small thing, just to thank you for this. That when we were planning this particular session on inter-audit, whenever we always think of one name, that is CA Murtuza Kachwala. And this time also, when we thought of this session of inter-audit, we called him, and it was just a matter of few minutes for him that he arranged the entire team of the panelists and everything. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Thank you, Lalit Bhai. So let me first thank the convener, Ravi Soni, co-convener Pratik Maru, past convener Lalit Bhai, Lalit Panchal, Vipul Bhai I met, yes. Sikandar, of course, he reached out to me, and also Aman, thank you for the introduction, and all other past conveners if there are any. Let me also thank my colleagues who agreed to join on the panel. So Chetan Bhai is again a member of Borivali and he is from JSW Steel. We got 2% from industry and 2 from firms. Sachin Malu, who is moderating, is from a bigger firm, Protivity. Amit again has spent 20 years, but I wanted Amit on the panel, like especially because कभी-कभी practice में ऐसा लगता है कि like ये सब काम हम लोग कर सकेंगे कि नहीं. So Amit is the guy, he is doing it on his own name, okay? And he is doing a lot of work in 20 years and he is only doing internal and governance work. So you can see that if he can do, you can also do it, okay? So that is how we thought like we'll fix it that way. Again, welcome Meghna. So looking at the watch, I think I thought 5:15 to 6:45 डेढ़ घंटा लगेगा ये सेशन के लिए. ललित भाई ने इनडायरेक्टली बोला है 6:30 को मतलब क्लोज करना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो लोग बाहर जा सकते हैं. So I think considering that, we'll try to be as quick as possible. ठीक है. Some discussion now will happen because people are very far off. मेरे को नजदीक आके बात करने में ज़्यादा मजा आता है. I'll be here and then एक साथ में फ्लाइट रन करेंगे, चलेगा? वैसा कुछ करेंगे. So initially, see, the idea is not to cover, of course we cover all the standards, ठीक है? लेकिन standards तो आप घर पे भी पढ़ सकते हो डाउनलोड करके, और सब सॉफ्ट कॉपी में मेल कर दूंगा, ठीक है? You will get it by tomorrow, all the standards so that you can read. What gets covered in this standard, that will quickly touch upon. लेकिन what is important is what is internal in today's day and time. और अगर अपनी फॉर्म में हमको कर रहा है तो how can we do it, right? Any other expectation from this session today? कुछ नहीं, ठीक है. How many from industry? Industry, okay, good. And that too senior people, means 15-20 years. तो संभाल के बात करना पड़ेगा, okay? And how many in internal practice? Internal practice, okay. Again, couple of you. Excellent, very good. So let us go to the presentation quickly first. 5-10 मिनट थोड़ा बोर करूँगा, स्लाइड फॉर्मेट ये वो बता के, then I'll come down and then we'll go to the this thing case study in a way. PPT. Okay, so the institute has an internal committee, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. They also formed the Internal Standards Board. Like you may all be knowing about the Standard and Auditing essay. Essay सबको मालूम है? Okay. Accounting standards सबको मालूम है? So these are all issued by the Accounting and Auditing Standards Board. Similarly, the standard on internals are issued by the Internal Standards Board. Okay. Now, there is a set of standards which are already existing. There are 16 new which are in public domain right now for comments. So ये existing 19 plus 16 will become 35 standards totally. Okay, as of now, it can go up as well. These are divided into different series: 100, 200, 300 to 400, 500, 600 and 700. What are these also we'll look at as we go ahead. Okay, but basically if I were to cover, see the whole thing looks something like this. The basic foundation is the code of ethics. Then there is one internoid definition, and then there are 4 pillars if you can see there. One is some basic internoid concepts, then there are some key concepts, then there are internoid standards, and the technical guides or the guidance note which the institute comes up from time to time. And here if you can see, the key concepts are covered in the 100 series. What is internal control, what is risk management, etc. We'll talk about those also in detail. Then there are some guidance note industry specific कि रियल एस्टेट कंस्ट्रक्शन का ऑडिट करना है इंटरनॉइड तो क्या करेंगे उसके लिए गाइडेंस नोट अलग है वैसा अलग अलग है. And then there are these basic principles, independence, integrity, etc. which we'll talk about. On this slide I just want to touch upon the internoid definition for a minute and then quickly we'll go ahead. Internoid provides independent assurance. Independent is important. So agar if you are a firm who is going and doing audit also, your report should be placed with the audit committee or the board, and if you are an in-house internoid function, then the CAE should report to the audit committee board. And now there are a lot of requirements for in-camera meeting, one-to-one meeting, etc. also as per the company side. Independent assurance is affecting of internal control and risk management. What is control, what is risk management will cover. Processes to enhance governance, and ultimately we need to also help in achieving the organization's objective, or if something is going wrong which will not, which will derail in achieving the objective, then we need to highlight. That is what is the current definition as per ICAI. जो global IIA का definition है वो थोड़ा अलग है. Okay. Now, if I were to cover the basic principles quickly, independence. If you are in an in-house internoid function, can you be part of the software implementation team, and can you go and do the audit yourself? Will it impact your independence? Of course, because if you are part of the implementation, then it will impact. You will be reviewing your own work. Similarly, अगर आप कोई कंपनी में जाके ऑडिट कर रहे हो, आपका क्लाइंट है, लेकिन उधर CFO is your relative, wife or husband, then can your independence get impacted? The answer is possibly yes. In the Companies Act and in your, like what they are saying is, if I as a CAE, Chief Audit Executive, report to the CFO, my boss is he is going to look at my appraisal, then will I be able, when I am doing a finance function audit, will I be able to report everything properly? There is a chance that he may ask me to remove something and my independence may get impacted. Independence. Integrity and objectivity, again, don't go behind someone. Don't go with a point कि यहाँ पे गड़बड़ होने वाला है, चोरी होता ही रहेगा, ये ढूंढ के निकलना है. That way you have to be objective when you are doing your work. That is what it talks about. Due professional care. Tax audit करते हैं, company audit करते हैं, तभी भी due professional care comes into picture. Have you covered the whole period? Have you looked at the cutoff? Have you covered the samples properly? Have you looked at the population? Have you downloaded the documents yourself? All of those gets covered there. Confidentiality is again a very unique thing, and there is a standard also we'll cover there. But ultimately what it says is, you need to issue the report to the recipient of the report. And कौन सा process audit कर रहे हैं, that should be identified, and whom should it be given to. You cannot go on distributing a report to anyone and everyone. That is what it talks about. Now in the new set of standards which have come, there is one specific on the skills. Okay, what qualification, online training, continuous control, continuous professional education, how much time, what type of qualification, etc. That standard even talks about that the internal auditor should get training on artificial intelligence and data analytics. Internal auditor should learn ESG. So that is a draft in public domain, but a lot of those are getting covered now and they want them to do it. Of course, risk-based IA will cover a little further, so I am not touching that here. Systems and process focused, I'll cover participation in decision making. Generally, they are saying avoid operational functions. Don't get into decision making or operational or finance or those type of functions. Be independent and go and do the audit independently. Multiple stakeholders, qualities and continuous improvement. Okay, I'll cover. What are the various categories? 100 are key concepts. We'll cover the key concepts in a minute. Then IA management. Before you start the audit, what do you do? Then 300 to 400 is actually the standards while you do the audit. कोई भी एक प्रोसेस ऑडिट करते हो तो भी ये है. उसके बाद some specialized areas and then again quality control and now SQC is come here as well. So the first one, when you give a Companies Act report, what is it? Is it true and fair, right? And when you give a tax audit, in a way it is what? True and correct. What is an internal audit report? Is it true and fair? Is it correct, true and correct? When you do an audit of procure to pay, can you confidently say कि अभी कोई भी गड़बड़ नहीं है, कोई हाई वैल्यू परचेस नहीं है, कोई रिलेटेड पार्टी से परचेस नहीं है, कोई फ्रॉड नहीं है? Can you say that? Can you give an absolute assurance? No. Then what can you give? Sorry, reasonable, someone said. Okay, very good. And okay, what do you mean by reasonable assurance? If you can tell me a little. Okay, so he says like there is a more than 50% probability कि जो काम किया और ठीक ठाक किया और गड़बड़ होने का चांस कम है. Okay, very good, excellent, thank you. Okay, so again, reasonableness, policies and procedures are followed. That is what someone is saying. Okay, the standard says first, the nature of assurance comes into play only in certain cases. Okay, where the subject matter is identifiable, where it is measurable against the criteria, and it can be evidenced before you give a report. बहुत ज़्यादा इंग्लिश है, इजीली समझाता हूँ. अगर कोई कंपनी ने सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलप किया है और आपको बोला है कि जाके अभी इसका ऑडिट करना है कि ये सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट में जो यूजर रिक्वायरमेंट था, जो चीज एग्री किया था, वो सब डिलीवर हुआ है या नहीं हुआ है, और अल्टीमेटली उसके बेसिस पे हम लोग वेंडर को पैसा देंगे, नहीं तो वेंडर के बिल से पैसा काटेंगे. So there is a separate user. There is an auditor, there is an auditing company, and then there is a user of the report. If there are three parties there and there is a subject which you are covering, that subject can be measured, and then you give a report on the basis of which someone is going to do something, then the nature of assurance standard comes into play, otherwise it does not come into play. एक और एग्जांपल देता हूँ. समझो some company has borrowed 100 crore rupees from a bank and they said that we'll set up a plant. Now the bank wants, or PLI, production linked incentive scheme, where they distribute the money, and as an auditor we sometimes go and give a report. So the user will be that body who is releasing the money. Then there is a company who appoints me and I am the auditor, three party. The money is used for the purpose for which it was borrowed or not. I can measure exactly, means look at every piece of money and then see whether it was used for that purpose. There also there is no guarantee that I will do 100% checking. That is the reason I am not giving absolute assurance. Because whenever I am doing my work, I am selecting samples, I am using analytic procedures, and I am not doing 100%. Because it's setting up a PLI, taking a PLI, setting up a plant, 100 crore rupees spending, so many vouchers, PO, PR, GRM will be there. Can I check everything? The answer is no. In that case, you can give two types of assurance. One is limited assurance and reasonable assurance. When the whole subject matter is covered, then the whole subject matter procure to pay process, you will give a reasonable assurance. And when within that procure to pay, if you are taking an assignment where you are saying कि only vendor master में check कर रहा हूँ, और vendor master complete है या नहीं, हर vendor के लिए GST number है या नहीं, PAN number है या नहीं, ये, and I am doing a certain area, then I can give a limited assurance. Limited assurance is not part of the process, but doing it in more detail. Again, it is not absolute. That is what this standard says. This was brought in when the last set of standards came, and this is the only one which is there on the reporting. Excellent. थोड़ा ज़्यादा बोर कर दिया, टाइम भी ज़्यादा गया है, और अभी 4 स्टैंडर्ड है जिसके बारे में बात करना है. Then we'll move on to something else. So to make my life easy now, I will do little less talking, you will do little more talking. Assuming you are appointed as an internal auditor to do audit of payroll process in a company. Payroll क्या क्या चेक करेंगे प्लीज फटाफट जल्दी. Employee master, what will you see in employee master, sir? Whether how many employees are there, whether they are active or not, if someone has already resigned, उसको निकाल दिया है कि नहीं, ये वो. Okay, very good. And attendance record. How does the attendance get captured and how does it move into the payroll software generally? डेटा इनपुट मतलब अटेंडेंस किधर से एक्सेल में लेके डाउनलोड करके एंट्री करना चाहिए, वैसा होना चाहिए. इज देयर अ गुड कंट्रोल और इट शुड गो डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम द अटेंडेंस टू द पेरोल. इट शुड गो डायरेक्टली विदाउट एनी इंटरफियरेंस, विदाउट एनीवन बी एबल टू मेक इट चेंज. कैन आई हैव अ माइक आल्सो? ओके, एक्सीलेंट. एनीथिंग एल्स? सो हियर सी, लेट मी टॉक अबाउट वन मोर टू मोर थिंग्स. जैसे लाइक अगर मैन्युअली अटेंडेंस किधर से आता है एक सिस्टम से, ठीक है, फिर कोई बंदा एचआर पेरोल टीम में बैठ के इनपुट कर रहा है पेरोल सॉफ्टवेयर में. अब चांस ये है कि दैट गाय हु इज डूइंग द इनपुट इज चेतन. ही इज अ वेरी डियर फ्रेंड ऑफ माइन एंड आई वाज अटेंडिंग द कंपनी ओनली फॉर 15 days इन दैट मंथ. मैंने बोला चेतन भाई 25 दिन डाल देना, पगार पूरा मिल जाएगा, बाकी का अपन समझ लेंगे. तो while doing the manual input, what is the risk? Risk is someone can manipulate the data for the benefit, right? To avoid that risk, what is the control? If there is a possibility कि वो attendance record से directly payroll में चला जाए और there is no manual intervention, right? So what is the risk? What is the control I am trying to cover? Anything else? Payroll में और क्या?
Statutory deductions. Statutory deductions.
Excellent. What do you mean by statutory deduction? What all will you check? TDS, PF, ESIC, right? Professional tax, of course. Then हो सकता है कि अगर पूरा payroll कर रहा हूँ तो payment of gratuity act, payment of bonus act, all of those also, if there is a possibility, I'll cover there. Very good. Anything else? Yes, sir. Monthly reconciliation, जो हम लोग बोलते हैं रेशियो एनालिसिस, वेरिएशन एक्सेट्रा, कि लास्ट मंथ पेरोल कितना था, ये मंथ कितना है, कितना एम्प्लॉई बढ़ गया, अगर ये महीने में इंक्रीज दिया तो ऑन एन एवरेज कितना इंक्रीज है, 10%, तो पेरोल 10% पे इंक्रीज हो रही है कि नहीं, अगर ये महीने में बोनस है तो बोनस कितना है और कितना बढ़ रहा है, ऑल दोस चेक्स. एक्सीलेंट. एनीथिंग एल्स? समवन इज सेइंग समथिंग हियर. एनीथिंग एल्स?
Figures कैसे कैप्चर कर रहे हैं?
Okay, so he's touched upon one very important aspect, that is the employee master. हर एक एम्प्लॉय when he joins the company एक यूनिक एम्प्लॉय आईडी दिया जाता है, उसका एक मास्टर होता है, उसका बैंक अकाउंट होता है, और फिर जब भी पेरोल प्रोसेस होता है एवरी मंथ द मनी गोस इनटू द बैंक अकाउंट. ओके, no one goes and feeds and no one should be able to make the changes to the bank account, right? That access should be available only to the master data management team. What else? Yes. Okay, so whenever new employees come, onboarding the new employees, adding the CTC and other information inside. Very good. And what else? Yes, please.
Declarations for night shifts or non-PF deductions on site.
अगर नॉन पीएफ डिडक्शन है तो उसका डिक्लेरेशन, नाइट शिफ्ट में काम कर रहा है तो ओवर टाइम तो उसके ऊपर कोई कंट्रोल चेक करने के लिए. वेरी गुड. यस सर. Dummy employees. Excellent. How will we find out the dummy employees? I'll come to that in a minute. Physical counting of employees. Okay. Biometrics is one. Biometrics is one control again. But physical counting again, okay, that also can be done in a way. Sorry, you were saying something. Loan deduction, advance deduction. मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनीज में अभी भी फेस्टिवल एडवांस देते हैं, स्कूटर एडवांस देते हैं, कितनी जगह पे कार का एडवांस देते हैं, कितनी जगह पे हर कोई एडवांस होएगा, तो वो सब एडवांसेस का डिडक्शन बराबर ज्यादा है कि नहीं, दैट आल्सो इज गोइंग टू बी देयर.
कंट्रोल हाँ अप्लाई हुआ who are working markets, like
People who are not coming to office, there is no gate access, there is no capturing of attendance manually. Outdoor duty कैसे capture होता है in your class? जो बंदा बाहर है, उसका attendance कैसे capture होता है सर? ऑनलाइन लॉगिन से। अगर उसके बाद ऑनलाइन लॉगिन होएगा तो लॉगिन करके करता है, लेकिन वो घर पे बैठा है और रोज लॉगिन कर देगा तो लोकेशन जियो फेंसिंग भी आजकल बिटा है, दैट इज अ कंट्रोल। घर पे बैठ के ऑफिस नहीं आएगा और फिर भी पगार मिलेगा तो दैट इज अ रिस्क। विदाउट डूइंग वर्क इज गेटिंग सैलरी इज अ रिस्क। जियो फेंसिंग बिटा है तो रियली मार्केट में जा रहा है कि नहीं, घर के बाहर निकला है कि नहीं, वेंडर के पास पहुंच रहा है कि नहीं। ओके, वेरी गुड। एंड of course manager will review the file, whatever.
background check, reference check.
Background check, reference check, X, Y, Z. Okay. Excellent. Thank you very much. See, now let me summarize this 4 standards and then we'll go ahead. Okay? There is one which is talking about internal control, one which is talking about risk management, one which is talking about governance, and one which is talking about compliance to laws and regulation. Whenever you are doing any audit, whether it is payroll, whether it is procure to pay, whether it is fixed asset capitalization, these are things which you have to check. Now, what is a risk? The risk, someone said, someone said, that 102 employees get paid in this month, but 2 people had already resigned, उनको deactivation नहीं किया सिस्टम से, इसके लिए salary चला गया, right? So excess payment to people who are not there on the job, that is a risk. Someone there said ghost employees, मतलब premises में 20 लोग हैं लेकिन salary 25 का हो रहा है. Okay, that is a risk again. Someone said कि 15 दिन काम किया लेकिन 25 दिन का पैसा हो रहा है, that is a risk. So when only payroll, there is a chance that because of some mistake, some error, some fraud, excess payment can happen. If you look at one other risk, non-payment of PF, non-payment of ESIC, massive penalties, notices can come. Non-payment of TDS, non-compliance again, and lot of interest penalty, etc. can come. So these are all risks. Now to overcome the risk, in your client's organization, some form of controls are being placed. My request is, sir, and we are talking only about payroll now, we are not talking about HR. So, या तो some organization, and we come to the audit universe because that is 200 standard, we'll come to that also. But when I talk about audit universe, in an organization, someone can do audit of complete HR. लेकिन 25, 50, 100 एम्प्लॉई है तो कंप्लीट HR प्रोसेस आप कर पाओगे और शायद 4 वीक या 6 वीक में कंप्लीट कर दोगे. लेकिन अगर बहुत बड़ा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, रिलायंस या अडानी जैसा, जिधर 10-15 हजार एम्प्लॉइज है, तो पूरा HR प्रोसेस करने में 6 महीना लग जाएगा. Your report will not be effective because by the time you issue the report, a lot of massive changes would have happened, and hence there is a possibility that that company breaks up HR into small pieces. And the first piece could be recruitment. Khali recruitment is one area of audit. Employee learning and development, training, learning, etc. can be one area. Employee health, safety, well-being can be one area. Then employees compensation, reward and recognition can be one area. And the payroll and attendance can be one area. It can be broken up. We are now talking about only payroll area which we are talking about. Now when you are doing that payroll audit, what is the scope of that process? Where do you start? So how many employees are there? How is the attendance getting captured? If someone comes physically, is it retina image? Is it thumb impression? Is it signing in the register? Someone goes to some other office, what is happening? What can go wrong? What is the control that you can place? Someone is on outdoor duty, what can go wrong? What is the control you need to place? Etc. Is the attendance going into the payroll system directly? Payroll ke liye, is there a software? सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी का खुद का एक थर्ड पार्टी वेंडर है, सर्वर पे है कि क्लाउड पे है, क्लाउड पे तो डेटा लीक होने का क्या चांस है, उसका क्या कंट्रोल है वो भी देखना पड़ेगा। अगर उधर है जिधर भी है तो मास्टर एम्प्लॉय मास्टर है, उसके अंदर अगेन हाउ डज योर कंपनी पे, व्हाट इज द बेसिक, व्हाट इज द एचआरए, व्हाट इज द एलटीए, व्हाट इज दिस, व्हाटएवर इज द ब्रेकअप। Then again at the beginning of the year, did the company circulate a form to get deduction का details कि मैं LIC में इतना डालेगा, म्यूचुअल फंड में इतना, PPF में इतना? Yes. Then in December did they check कि whether you submitted your this thing, invested and gave your proof or not? Accordingly they will revise. Every month 200 rupees provision tax and February 300, 2500 रुपया provision tax काटा है कि नहीं काटा है? PF बरोबर जमा हो रहा है कि नहीं? TDS सही से कट रहा है क्या नहीं? अगर अचानक कोई एक्स ग्रेशिया पेमेंट हो गया या बोनस हो गया तो TDS का वर्किंग वापस चेंज हो रहा है क्या नहीं? Again, if it is all dependent on the software, you will take some cases manually and check whether the software is working properly or not. Then, when the payroll file gets generated, the like sir said, variation, last month how many employees, this month how many employees, what was the cost, what is the cost, X, Y, Z, and then who pushes the button to press it, and is it going into the right bank account or not. This everything gets covered into the payroll audit. Are you with me? Okay. Now here we covered some risk, we covered some control, we talked about some form of governance, and we talked about a lot of laws and regulation, PF, TDS, this, that. So the ICI standards say that any process that you check, you have to ensure that compliance to the standard is done or not. And let me give you one example. अगर fixed asset capitalization का process कर रहे हो तो उसके अंदर अगर GST का इनपुट क्रेडिट मिलने वाला तो लिया है या नहीं लिया है, और अगर इनपुट क्रेडिट ले लिया तो उतना अमाउंट कैपिटलाइज नहीं किया और नेट अमाउंट किया है कि नहीं वो देखने का है। कंपनी टैक्स का डिप्रिसिएशन या यूजफुल लाइफ किया वो भी देखने का है। इनकम टैक्स का डिप्रिसिएशन भी देखने का है। टेलीफोन अगर छोटा वाला वैल्यू है उसको रेवेन्यू में डाल के कैपिटलाइज नहीं करना तो कर तो नहीं दिया, पर्सनल एक्सपेंस कैपिटलाइज नहीं कर दिया। एनी स्टैंडर्ड दैट कम्स टू योर माइंड, वेदर इट इज इम्पेयरमेंट, depreciation, fixed asset, or you call property plant equipment, whether it is borrowing cost, you are required to check for the sample that you select. Are you with me? Excellent. I'll show you some slides, then we'll go to the 200 series. थोड़ा सा ये वैसे तो I have the this thing in my hand, so I can do it from here also. Sorry. Internal control, मैनुअल कंट्रोल, ऑटोमेटेड कंट्रोल, प्रिवेंटिव कंट्रोल, डिटेक्टिव कंट्रोल, काफी सारा डिफरेंशिएशन दिया है। प्रिवेंटिव मतलब व्हिच विल अवॉइड, डिटेक्टिव मतलब समवन विल चेक। वॉचमैन खड़ा है, दैट इज अ डिटेक्टिव और प्रिवेंटिव। वॉचमैन खड़ा है, प्रिवेंटिव, ओके। देन कैमरा इज व्हाट, कैमरा इज प्रिवेंटिव और डिटेक्टिव। एटीएम के पास डिटेक्टिव, कुछ देख के वो कर लेता है, ओके। सो ऑल ऑफ दोस आई थिंक दैट हैज बीन डिफाइंड। किधर किधर क्या क्या रिक्वायरमेंट इन द बोर्ड कंपनीज आर दैट यू नो, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू कवर दैट, ओके। दिस इज वन इंपॉर्टेंट स्लाइड। हाउ मेनी पीपल हैव डन वर्क ऑन इंटरनल कंट्रोल ओवर फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्टिंग? इंटरनल कंट्रोल प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी, लिमिटेड कंपनी, इसको होएगा ना इंटरनल कंट्रोल ओवर। थोड़ा हाथ ऊपर करोगे तो ऐसा मजा आएगा। हाँ, डर डर के करेगा तो मेरे को भी डर लगता है, ओके, वेरी गुड। सो गाइस अगेन see, India version of internal control over financial reporting is only financial controls. When you add operational controls, it becomes internal control. मतलब financial as well as non-financial becomes complete control organization. उसके अंदर if you add integrated controls, then it becomes a complete control environment of the company. That is what it says. थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया तो थोड़ा slow अपन बात करेंगे। Payroll, something goes wrong. ज़्यादा लोगों को पैसा दे दिया, it will impact the financial statement, P&L will be more or less. That is a internal control over financial reporting. Employee health safety well-being. कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट पे काम करते समय हेलमेट नहीं पहना है या उधर प्लांट में जाते समय गमबूट नहीं पहना है, इससे फाइनेंशियल इंपैक्ट डायरेक्ट नहीं है, तो दैट कैन बी एन ऑपरेशनल कंट्रोल। Of course, something goes wrong, medical expense is done, you need to pay compensation, will impact the P&L, but in a way, okay? So this is what it is. Now, when I talk about reward and recognition, yeah, employee onboarding, someone talked about onboarding. Now, assuming Amit is a very dear friend, ठीक है, और अमित का मैंने इंटरव्यू लिया and he was going to join at director level. हमारी फॉर्म में नॉर्मल डायरेक्टर को 40 लाख दे रहे थे, लेकिन अमित दोस्त से तो मैंने सजेस्ट किया 50 लाख दे देंगे सैलरी, एंड समवन इश्यूड द ऑफर लेटर. शुड इट वर्क लाइक दैट? The answer is no. So in your client organization there should be a chart. Okay, if it is a consultant, then 5 lakhs to 6 lakh. If it is a senior consultant with 2 years experience, chartered accountant, then so and so to so and so. Deputy manager 15 lakhs to 20 lakh. Manager so and so to so and so. And it should be within that range. There should be, when you give your like when you give your appraisals, then there is a rating, 3 rating, 4 rating, 5 rating, right? And everyone who is 3 rating will get 6% increase. Everyone with a 4 rating will get 10% increase. It cannot happen कि सचिन मेरा दोस्त है इसलिए मैं सबको 4 rating, 4 वाले को 10% दिया और सचिन को 15% दे दिया. No, it cannot happen like that. These are all entity level controls. समझ पड़ रहा है? जितना इजी हो सकता है उतना करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है? Okay, so that is what we are talking about internal controls, but we will go to practical examples and you will get to know a lot more. Risk management, we talked about a lot of risk. There is one more thing and there is one more standard which also we will cover upon. But here they are talking about identifying the risk and then seeing like whether it will impact the client organization, and then what can be done, what can you suggest to do it in a better way so that it does not impact the working. Okay. Governance, like I said, there could be various structures. Company Secretary, a remuneration committee, in organization there is a sexual harassment committee. All of those comes there. There can be like reporting to a regulator, stock exchange, XYZ. That every form of this thing comes there. Also on a monthly MIS, reporting on a regular basis. All of those is governance in a company. And then the last one. That is, if I come to the last one, it talks about governing body, design, power, delegation, authority and multiple other things. The compliances and regulation. I think we covered a lot there. Any process, whatever the compliances, will take one more process that I will cover a little more. It talks about looking at what are the various compliances, etc. and doing it. Okay. Now, even before I go to this set of standards, 2-3 things which I would want to touch upon. Enterprise risk management के बारे में कितने ने सुना है? ERM, 1%, that's it. Okay. So, yeah, thank you, Hitesh bhai. So, then see like now, if a company implements an enterprise risk management, then there is a risk document. There is a framework. What will be a low risk, medium risk, high risk? There will be a scale of impact. कि अगर इतने लाख का है तो 1 रेटिंग है और इतना करोड़ है तो 5 रेटिंग है. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10, there will be a likelihood whether it will happen every year, after 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. And multiplication of likelihood and impact will create that risk, and it will say whether it is low, medium, high. But then once that framework is done, then training happens. Within the organization, every plant, every depot, warehouse, offices में they appoint risk champions. HR में एक, marketing में एक, finance में एक, IT में एक. And those guys on a regular basis keep identifying in the daily work what can become a risk. Some changes in regulation, crude oil price going up, and hence this can impact. Okay, or a new machine coming in and it's not working, then what can happen? So whatever the new risk which comes, and they bring it into the risk register and then it keeps on happening at the rating, etc. Now this ERM is implemented by very, very large organizations in India. There is one new standard which ICAI has included now in the draft. If you see in the public domain, you can even audit the ERM. So if you are auditing the ERM, then that standard will have to be followed. Similarly, world over, one of the 10 risks which the board is perceiving is the sustainability. Right? ESG, environment, social factors and the governance factors and sustainability, कि कौन सा fossil fuel use करना है, अगर chemical छोड़ रहे river में, water bodies में, तो कौन सा better chemical हो सकता है जो पानी को कम pollute करेगा, या gases छोड़ रहे तो which chemical or what can be used to like lesser pollution in the air. So a lot of spending on ESG is happening. ICI says now as an internal auditor you should be able to audit the ESG also, and there is one more standard on that as well. There are people who come up with budgets, then they map, every organization does that, budget versus actual forecasting, rolling forecast, 1 महीना actual हो गया तो 11 महीना forecast, 2 महीना actual हो गया तो 10 months forecast, and all of those. ICI says that is not like a procure to pay or order to cash. And then if you want to audit all those budget and forecast and cash flow, there is one more standard which has been now recommended. So if you read the 16, there are a lot of new standards which covers these specific areas as well. So I thought I'll touch upon that as well. Okay. So that was the 100 series. 100 series was basic concept, risk management, control, governance, and compliance with laws and regulation. And the first one, 110, was nature of assurance, reasonable assurance, limited assurance. Concepts clear हो गए, ज़्यादा confused तो नहीं है. Process was good, HR. So now we will go to doing audits. लेकिन even before doing audit, if your client appoints you as a CF firm, a company, and says they come and do internal audit for me, what will you do? अच्छा, even before that, let me touch upon one more aspect. अभी भी कुछ लोग ऐसा करते होंगे. Some clients says come and do physical verification of inventory every quarter. Is that an internal audit? You can say in a way yes, but it does not fit into this definition of internal audit where we are talking about process reviews. Okay? Again, when you are doing physical verification of inventory, what is the purpose that you are going to do? Is it an agreed upon procedure assignment? Are you giving absolute assurance? If yes, it becomes an agreed upon procedure assignment and you go to SA, then there is no SIA for that. You are giving an absolute assurance. Some places people go and do 100% vouching of purchase bill. 1 महीना, 2 महीना, 12 महीना. Is that an internal audit? It is in a way concurrent audit. So there are various different forms of internal audit. Everyone call it as internal audit. Stock verification करते हैं तो भी internal audit ही बोलते हैं. लेकिन that everything can be assurance type of a thing, an audit type of a thing. You can call it as an internal audit. But when we are talking about internal audit here, we are talking about taking the processes, activities, sub-activities, whatever you call, which forms your audit universe, and then doing audit of that process or activity end to end and giving an assurance whether that process is working fine and what can be improved in that. Are you with me? ठीक है, एक reasonable organization, manufacturing company, 500 employees, 2 factory, 5 depot, 3-4 office. क्या क्या audit कर सकते? What will be in audit universe? Any idea? Anything? Yes, Ankur. Facilities. Facilities मतलब administration, cleaning, sweeping, ये वो etc. Very good. Procure to pay. Yes. And hello. Hello. Okay, no problem. So Ankur said procure to pay and facilities.
Facilities, procure to pay, sales,
Sales,
of,
okay.
business partner relationships.
Business partner relationship, sales, okay. Anyone else? Stocks, okay. Fixed asset, capitalization, yes. Anything else? Manufacturing operation, complete manufacturing, go to a plant and do L2 and that also can be done, yes. And? Hello. Thank you. Yes, anything else? Can you do a full finance audit or should you break up finance into small pieces? Small pieces. What will be the pieces? Finance में क्या क्या हो सकता है? Break up करेंगे तो? Okay, bank reconciliation she says, I am saying treasury and cash management. थोड़ा बड़ा कर दिया, ठीक है? Very good. And
In fact, you can break up the balance sheet into different sections.
balance sheet here, but I am saying finance function if I will break up. What should I do? AP. So like procurement or procurement से लेके accounts payable, revenue and receivable. That can be one area, right? Inventory, warehouse management can be one area. Treasury management can be one area. That way you can even break the finance into reporting, compliances, direct tax, indirect tax to the regulation and the compliance is only one area. So either you fixed asset management and capitalization.
If foreign currency is involved, then hedging and all.
Foreign currency is no hedging, but I will still put that into the treasury and cash management. Okay. So when we say audit universe, 2 minutes ध्यान देना, then we'll again go to the discussion. When I say audit universe, what can be audited in that company? Take function by function. Someone said production, someone said operation, someone said maintenance, someone said finance. We wrote finance. पहले मैंने HR का भी breakup किया. Now if I then decide, like okay, revenue receivable is one, procure to pay and AP is another, inventory warehousing is third, treasury cash management is fourth, reward and recognition, learning and development, employee health safety, revenue. You go on preparing that list in a company. Depending on the size and the nature of the business, you may find 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 areas that can be audited. Those 50, 60, 80 areas is the audit universe. In that audit universe now, your client says कि एक क्वार्टर में एक करना है, साल में 4 करना है, खत्म. तो which 4 to do? Which 4 to do? हाँ?
Whatever the client says.
Treasury and ARAP she says, okay?
So whatever the client says.
Whatever the client says, very good. Anyone? How will you analyze? So see, before that I will answer one more thing. कारों कितना लोग रिपोर्ट करते हैं कारों में? अभी इंटरनेट के ऊपर भी एक रिपोर्टिंग है. क्या रिपोर्टिंग? What is that reporting? Tell me loudly. पहला it was whether Internet is commensurate with the size and nature of business of the company. Now there is a specific question. Has the Internet done risk as IF plan? Has he done risk assessment? Is he doing the work? Is he has the working capital? Has he taken a listing? Does he have a QAR? You have to reply on those as part of your statutory audit. मतलब you are expected to sit with the Internet and look at all of those. वो कर रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा है? ऐसा नहीं मैनेजमेंट ने 4 एरिया दे दिया कर लिया. अगर वैसा किया भी तो पेपर तो बनाना पड़ेगा बताने के लिए कि नहीं वैसा नहीं किया था, ये प्रोसेस फॉलो किया था. Are you with me? Okay. See, again, it will all depend. Let me come back. What does the standard generally say India and global? Audit universe का risk assessment करो on the basis of impact and likelihood. And while you do the risk assessment, there are multiple factors. Does the company have an enterprise risk management ERM? ERM, what are the risks which process that you take? Does the company have a fraud risk register? Take the input. When did you do the audit last time? अगर आपने 4 साल नहीं किया तो हो सकता है ये बार करना चाहिए. What were the observation and how many high risk observations were there last time when you audited? Then you need to go to the statutory auditor, talk to them. Look at the management letter के statutory auditor में management letter में क्या क्या लिखा है. अगर qualification है तो वो देखने का है. उसके अलावा बोर्ड और ऑडिट कमेटी से मिलने का है. उसके अलावा पूरा मैनेजमेंट को सीनियर मैनेजमेंट को CEO, CFO, ऑडिट हेड, रिस्क हेड एंड देन आगे IT हेड सबको मिलना है. Ask them a key control questionnaire. Get their input for all these 70 items. Then do the scoring. And then on the basis of impact and likelihood, arrive at an area in this 70. 12 are high risk, 20 are medium risk, and balance are low risk. And low risk once in 3 years, medium risk once in 2 years, and high risk once in a year, every year. But then ये सब कहानी करके 30 एरिया आ गया ऑडिट के लिए. और आपने बोला मैं एक ऑडिट के लिए 3 लाख रुपया लूंगा. अब और कोई बोलता 5 लाख लूंगा, तो चेतन भाई बोलता नहीं 2.5 लाख देगा। 30 एरिया का 2.5 लाख भी देगा तो 75 लाख। इससे मेरा बजट ही नहीं है भाई, बजट है 30 लाख। अब मेरा फीस 2.5 लाख है, बजट 30 लाख है, मेरे को 12 ही ऑडिट कर सकता हूँ, मेरे पास 30 एरिया है, तो व्हाट विल आई डू? I will again then identify in the high risk which one, in the medium which one, in the low which one, put my recommendation, place it with the audit committee. Ultimately the audit committee will give it in writing to me, to do this area. They will give me an appointment letter and I'll do the work accordingly. And as a statutory auditor, when you report in CARO, you are required to see all of these. Are you with me? कि ये काम हुआ है या नहीं हुआ है? I think I am running a little behind, so I'll take a little more speed. So, ये सेकेंड 200 सीरीज कवर करते हैं, तब जाके ऑडिट चालू होएगा। विजय भाई वेलकम। सो कमिंग टू दिस, सॉरी, मैनेजिंग द इंटरनॉइड फंक्शन. If you are an in-house chief audit executive in a large company, then you should have an audit charter which should be approved by the audit committee and board. That audit charter will include the mission statement, the vision statement and all of those. You should have an internal audit manual कि आप ऑडिट करते समय कितना सैंपल लोगे, क्या डॉक्यूमेंट रखोगे, ओपनिंग मीटिंग करोगे नहीं, ऑडिट के बाद आप सर्वे करोगे नहीं, XYZ which will also cover little later. How will you prepare your plan? What will you do? How many people you need? What are the skills and qualifications required? How much training your people will go through? All of these gets covered in this standard. Managing the internal audit function, 210. Let me go to 220, which we just talked about. That is preparing an internal audit plan. In this year, what will you audit? Now, preparing that internal audit plan is not that easy. If it is an outside CFO, like I said, client को 4 audit करने का है, I tell them 8 area, these are all high risk, you decide which 4, audit committee says do this 4, I do those 4. I say my fees is 3 lakh rupees per area, 12 lakh rupees, they give me an engagement letter, they say do this area, I do the area. And I say we did the risk assessment, showed it to the board, audit committee, they approved this area. Okay? When there is an in-house internal audit function, in an in-house internal audit function, you did high, medium, low, you arrive at 30 area to audit. Then what you do is you go and see how many people do I have. जो ऑडिट हेड है वो तो कुछ नहीं करेगा, वो तो ऑडिट कमिटी अटेंड करेगा, रिव्यू करेगा, वो ही कुछ काम करने लगा, खुद जाके ऑडिट नहीं करेगा, तो 0. देन मैनेजर टीम लीडर और रिव्यू करेगा, तो वो भी कुछ नहीं करेगा, मतलब ऑडिट नहीं करेगा. तो अल्टीमेटली जो नीचे बच्चा है वो ऑडिट करेगा. अभी हर ऑडिट एक बच्चा कर रहा है कि 2 कर रहा है, दैट डिपेंड्स. फिर उसके बाद 52 वीक्स, तो सैटरडे संडे छुट्टी, 104 गया, 10 दिन ये, फिर ट्रेनिंग, फिर ये, फिर वो करते करते 250 दिन बचता, 350 दिन. इन योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन यू फील कि एक ऑडिट करने के लिए 6 दिन लगता है, 30 दिन, तो 250 दिन अवेलेबल, मतलब एक आदमी कितना करेगा ऑडिट? 8. 4 रिसोर्स तो कितना होगा? 32. अगर आपको लगता है कि 8 वीक लगता है, 40 दिन लगते हैं, तो फिर वो 8 दिन ही करेगा, वो कितना करेगा? 4. So how is your nature of organization? How complicated? Whether data is centralized, whether stakeholders are good, whether they respond on time, how quickly the data comes, what is the volume, how complicated it is, your environment. That will all decide how many days, and then accordingly how many audit can a person do. And then you decide, okay, 4 people, I can do only 20 audits. So then again the 30 में से you come to 20. अगर आपके environment में ऐसा कुछ है कि all of a sudden they come up and say कि here there is some गड़बड़, go and do this special review. So then you cannot allocate all 20. 3-4 special review के लिए थोड़ा टाइम रखना पड़ेगा, 16 ही आइडेंटिफाई करना पड़ेगा. Are you with me? आपके पास 4 बंदे, लेकिन किसको भी IT नहीं आता है, लेकिन आपके ऑडिट यूनिवर्स में IT भी है. Auditing vulnerability assessment and penetration testing, data security, looking at access control review, looking at server का capacity utilization and availability. That cannot be done by a CA, right? Unless सीधा किया और कर सकता तो अच्छी बात है. I'm not disrespecting anyone, but I'm saying generally there are different skill set which is required. Now if you don't have a skill set, then you can go to a third party vendor, appoint them and get that work done from him. And there is one standard in this series on that as well. So let me go ahead. So here we were talking about creating that audit plan. Okay. Once the audit plan is created, again, there is one standard on objective of intern audit. So in your intern audit charter manual you can write, when you take an engagement letter also you write the objective. And while you are doing the audit also, हर process का audit करते समय क्या objective था वो भी लिखना है, scope लिखना है, report के अंदर डालना है, ठीक है? Use the work of an expert. I just told you. कंपनी का एक बहुत बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट आ रहा है और सिविल मैकेनिकल रिव्यू करना है. You are not capable. So you appoint a firm who's got civil engineer, mechanical engineer, electrical engineer. That firm goes and does the audit. आपका जिम्मेदारी क्या होनी चाहिए? What will be your responsibility? Where you are appointing a third party expert.
Look into his expertise, independence, objectivity aspects, as well as see whether what was the scope, does it cover the expectation of the board.
If he did
stuff
not do
like
the work properly,
Yeah.
or if his report did not cover something, then what will I do? Am I responsible for the report?
You
or
are
is he responsible for the report?
primarily responsible.
Can I say कि नहीं मेरे को तो आता नहीं है, मैं तो टेक्निकली स्ट्रांग नहीं हूँ, वो था सिविल इंजीनियर, उसने किया है, उसको पकड़ो, उसको जेल में डालो, मेरे को मत डालो, चलेगा? कितना लोग बोलते चलेगा? कोई भी नहीं, सब लोग बोलते नहीं चलेगा. The standard says that if it is a specialized work, if you are appointing an expert, then you need to first see whether that expert is qualified enough to do that work. Then agree on his scope, agree on his terms of engagement, help him with the process in order to get the data, etc., facilitate, review his work, take his working paper. Ultimately, you are the audit head or you are the partner for the firm. You are issuing the report to the board audit committee. You will be responsible for the work. You have to review that the work was properly done by that person. That is what the standard says. Are you with me?
I have a question on that.
Yes.
You have said that there are, as a chartered accountant, the IT professionals we will have to onboard. For example, if I am doing a VAPT audit or cyber audit or system audit, a chartered accountant is not an expert because he is not certified or TISA, CISA. Then in that case, the appointment letter will state that the X person has, X firm has been appointed for that particular VAPT audit, certain audit, and who to the fees will go? To the chartered accountant firm or to that particular audit, to that particular certain auditor in that case?
See, generally, if a cert certification is required, you will appoint a firm who is certified. Otherwise, you will not appoint them, right? You are working with someone, they are not cert certified. For that assignment, you can go to someone else also. So I will generally not do that. I will go to someone else. Now, whether it is that firm or whether it is some other firm, if you are dealing with a firm, if I understand your question, as that firm is outsourced to someone else, you are still dealing with firm A. You will have an appointment letter, you would have tell them that ये करना, you would agree the fee, pay the fee to him. He will issue the report to you, he will be primarily responsible to you. If he appoints a third party expert, it is his responsibility that he explains the scope, facilitates everything, gives him an appointment letter, reviews his work, he himself is satisfied that what is required. Technically he may not be capable, but still he can see कि स्कोप बराबर हो गया कि नहीं, कवरेज हो गया कि नहीं, रिपोर्ट बराबर है कि नहीं, उसने ऐसा नहीं बोला ये डेटा नहीं मिला, वो डेटा नहीं मिला, इसके लिए नहीं किया है. So that everything will have to be seen. That is what the standard says.
Fees will go to the particular CA firm.
No, to the firm.
To the firm.
To the firm with whom you are dealing, right? You are dealing with the firm, you will give it to him. If you are dealing with a third party, you will pay to the third party. Okay. Using the work of an expert, and then the last one, communication with those charged with governance. Again, while doing a risk-based IA plan, you will talk to the CEO, CFO, C-suite, then you will talk to XYZ, then there will be a report which you will issue, then you will go to the audit committee and board, then make presentation, then there will be follow-up action, so there will be multiple communication, all of those happens. कितनी जगह पे ऑडिट चालू करने के पहला हम लोग एक ओपन मीटिंग करते हैं to tell them what is the scope, which factories I go, who are my auditors, when will I start the audit, when will I finish, what sample I ask. So that also minutes will become your working or communication. So there will be different form of communication. All of those are getting covered in this standard. Okay. With that, I think then we are ready now to do the audit actually. So that is the 300 series where we are doing the audit. अब आपके पास रिसोर्स है, या आपने फॉर्म अपॉइंट कर दिया, या एक्सपर्ट अपॉइंट कर दिया है, आपने रिस्क बेस्ड आईए प्लान बना दिया, आपको मालूम है क्या करना है, आपको ये भी मालूम है कि रिस्क क्या है, कंट्रोल क्या है, गवर्नेंस क्या है, कंप्लायंस देखना है, सब कुछ क्लियर है, अभी ऑडिट करना है, तो ऑडिट करने के लिए आ गए। एकदम इजी प्रोसेस, प्रोक्योर टू पे। बोलो, व्हाट विल यू डू, हाउ विल यू स्टार्ट, क्विकली 10 मिनट्स, so that then we can wind up this series of standard and I am done. प्रोक्योर टू पे का ऑडिट करने का एक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी में 500 एम्प्लॉय है, 1000 करोड़ का टर्नओवर है, परचेस है, क्या क्या करेंगे, व्हाट विल यू सी इन प्रोक्योर टू पे क्विकली?
Vendor master.
वेंडर ऑनबोर्डिंग, वेंडर मास्टर, व्हाट विल यू सी, व्हाट विल यू डू, क्या होना चाहिए वेंडर मास्टर में, बताओ।
वेंडर मास्टर में लाइक उनका वेंडर रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर्म होता है, उसका ऑनबोर्डिंग कैसे हो रहा है, इट शुड बी इंडिपेंडेंट बाय अ पोर्टल।
If I am the buyer, will I do the vendor registration or someone else?
नहीं सर, कैन यू रिपीट योर क्वेश्चन?
I am the buyer. मैं खुद मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्लांट में हूँ, मैं वेंडर का फॉर्म करके
नहीं, यू कैन,
कौन करेगा?
इट शुड बी वेंडर बाय सर, सो दे हैव अ
Vendor will still have details of access.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there will be a separate team. Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
So that's one, and there should be now these days we have a technology. So when we roll out any say requirement, there should be a bidding process also happening. So that should be independent. Then there is a DOA when it comes to approval process. There should be a DOA. Post that, I mean the procurement start, PO issued, and the material comes in GRN.
Vendor master. Vendor master. Okay. Vendor master. Again, anything else on vendor master that you want to say? क्या क्या होना चाहिए vendor master में? What details should be captured? Credit period, yes. Registration details, terms of payment, बैंक अकाउंट डिटेल, GST नंबर, तो वही इनपुट रेट मिलेगा। अगर सर्विस प्रोवाइडर है तो TDS 194 CA के JA के आइए 1% 2% 10% क्या काटने का है वो उधर मास्टर से ही फ्लो होएगा। ऑल दोस डिटेल वेदर प्रोप्राइटर, प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी, XYZ, all of those will have to be captured there. And again, before registering a vendor, onboarding a vendor evaluation, background check will have to be done. Now, only when you want to buy a mic, that time you go searching for the vendor for the mic, or will you keep going on identifying vendors and doing uploading on them, onboarding them? Regular process होना चाहिए कि जब भी जरूरत पड़ा तभी जाके vendor ढूंढना चाहिए। Normally क्या होता है आपके client के organization में? So whenever there is a regular raw material etc., they keep on identifying the vendors and onboarding them, and whenever there is an exceptional thing, then they go and check on the specific thing. Excellent, thank you very much. So I think that vendor master is one part, you start from there. Then when does the procurement process start? What is the first document in procurement? Although he covered a little, but what is the first process? Purchase requisition. Who raises the purchase requisition? User. Okay, user department raises the purchase requisition. If the user says I need 1,000 ton of so-and-so raw material, should you?
It's based on level, inventory ordering level.
Okay, inventory level, reorder level, then how much is the stock first? Someone will check the stock and then only the purchase requisition will be raised by the user, so they should have access to the system. Very good. User will raise a request. Where will the request go? User requirement, purchase requirement will go to which department, which team, which person? Purchase department. What will the purchase department do?
Analyze. Identify the vendor.
Identify the vendor, or the vendor is already there, then they will
Raise
raise a purchase order. Okay. Generally purchase order के लिए कोई limit होता है. Someone mentioned about DOA. Can anyone issue purchase order for any amount? Can anyone issue purchase requisition for any amount? So again, there is something called as delegation of authority metrics. Okay, like a certain level can go up to 25 lakhs. Then the level above will be 25 lakhs to 50 lakhs. That will be done for everywhere. For the purchase order also, for invoice processing also, for the bank payment also. So DOA के अंदर various things के लिए it will be mentioned. So you will have to check the DOA also. And wherever there is an ERP, SAP, Oracle, etc., तो वो सब system control भी रहेगा. नहीं है तो फिर manual control अगर tally में है तो वो देखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? So then purchase order is gone. Can the delivery be made in different tranches? Can it be made in different places? Okay. When the delivery happens, what should be the first step there? GRN के quality check. पहला QC and then GRN के पहला GRN then QC. Keep changing, चलता है. Some places when we go for physical verification, they say this is pending quality verification, साइड पे रखा है, quality check होगा तो ही GRN बनेगा. That is people say better control. I am okay with whichever because एक बार अंदर आ गए तो issue होने का chance होता है, इसके लिए okay. Invoice. Where should the invoice be sent by the vendor? To the warehouse, to the purchase, to the finance. किसको भेजने का invoice? हाँ?
As stated in PO.
As stated in PO. Okay. But ठीक है, फिर भी it did not answer my question. Thank you for the info, but yes. Dependency मतलब अगर कोई गड़बड़ नहीं हुए.
डिपेंडेंसी के लिए डायरेक्टली फाइनेंस के पास जाना चाहिए.
ठीक है, देखो अगर प्रोक्योरमेंट वाले के पास जाएगा तो हो सकता है कि प्रोक्योरमेंट वाला उसको रखेगा और बाद में वेंडर चक्कर काटेगा तो बोलेगा भाई मेरा कमीशन दे दो, मैं तेरा पे बिल आगे बढ़ाता हूँ, राइट. और वेयरहाउस में जाएगा तो उधर कोई काम नहीं है तो डायरेक्टली टू द एपी टीम, द टीम हु इज गोइंग टू प्रोसेस द पेमेंट, द इनवॉइस शुड गो डायरेक्टली देयर. So again, maker and checker control is what we are talking about. Okay, इतना सब हमने procurement में बात किया. What are the risks in procurement? If you have to define the risk in one sentence, tell me 2 or 3 risks quickly. हाँ? Fraud मतलब क्या? मेरे को नहीं समझा. Risk इंग्लिश में बोलो, हिंदी में बोलो. Risk क्या है? Duplicate invoice. Is duplicate invoice a risk? In a way, yes.
Material मिला ही नहीं.
What can happen? हाँ?
Material मिला ही नहीं. Material आया.
Short receipt of material.
So related party risks.
Related party risk. Buying from a relative. Where again the risk is what? Risk is like it was available in market at 10 rupees. I purchased for 15 rupees. So the risk is buying at a higher price. The risk is buying excess quantity. मेरे को 100 टन चाहिए था, मैंने 150 टन ले लिया. That is excess quantity. एक्सेस क्वांटिटी नहीं होना चाहिए, इसके लिए परचेज रिक्विजिशन, उसको कितना चाहिए वो बोलेगा. फिर परचेज ऑर्डर. अच्छा, सब स्टैंडर्ड क्वालिटी नहीं आना चाहिए. दैट इज अ रिस्क. रिस्क इज सब स्टैंडर्ड क्वालिटी. उसके लिए कंट्रोल क्या है? उसके लिए कंट्रोल है क्वालिटी चेक. क्वालिटी चेक के बाद GRN. अगर मार्केट में 10 रुपये में अवेलेबल, मैंने 11 या 12 में नहीं ले लिया, इसके लिए कंट्रोल क्या है? 3 कोटेशन, कंपैरेटिव स्टेटमेंट, परचेज कमिटी, टेंडर एक्सेट्रा. समझा रिस्क क्या है, कंट्रोल क्या है? एकदम इजी है. 110 में स्टैंडर्ड बना दिया रिस्क के लिए एक अलग, कंट्रोल के लिए अलग, तो पढ़ने से डर लगता है. When you read the standard, I got frightened. I have read it 7 times. तब जाके मेरे को समझा कि स्टैंडर्ड में क्या लिखा है. But and 16 more are coming. 19 already है. 16 ड्राफ्ट है, 35 हो जाएगा. उसमें कुछ कंफ्यूजन है. Especially 370 and 380. 370 says reporting result and 380 says issuing a report. मालूम नहीं कौन सा रिपोर्ट किसके लिए इशू करना. When you compare both, almost same. But again, those changes will happen according to me. Procure to pay process is okay with us? Now, boss, what is the documentation that you will keep in procure to pay? Documentation क्या क्या रहेगा? यार documentation तो बहुत दूर का है. Sample कैसा select करेंगे ये बताओ. Tax audit में sample कैसा select करते हैं purchase में? Companies audit, how many people do companies audit? Sorry, please raise your hand. Companies audit. Tax audit, how many do? Tax audit. हाथ ऊपर करना पड़ेगा. हर एक बंदा करता है tax audit. हाथ थोड़ा ऊपर करना. Tax audit में sample select करते हैं या नहीं करते? Purchase में करते हैं sir. कितना करते हैं और कैसे करते हैं?
Purchase में first we check should not be cash more than 10,000. एक example है. Because there is a they are not doing, so penalty is there. For sample normally we are doing based on volume and quantity.
Very good. So he said on the basis of high price, कोई vendor the high volume, 10,000 के ऊपर है तो all judgmental samples. Have you heard about statistical sampling? ऐसे sampling का ऐसे किसने पढ़ा है, किसको अच्छे से आता है ये बताइए पहले. Okay, नहीं आता. Frequency of control. The standard essay says frequency of control. अगर if I am raising a purchase requisition, purchase order, GRN, purchase bill, bank payment, cash payment, a control which is happening on a daily basis, recurring again and again, there the minimum sample is 20, maximum is 30. Okay, where there is a monthly control like a bank reco, minimum 2, maximum 3. Where there is a yearly control, it is 1. So what is the frequency of control and how many samples are required to be selected, that is mentioned. Now, the Internoid SIS says कि judgmental sampling होना चाहिए. जैसा इताई भाई ने बोला related party तो ले लो. सर ने बोला high value ले लो, high price ले लो. लेकिन it does not say कि judgmental करने का statistical नहीं करने का. Statistical करने का है. And there is one more standard on analytic procedure. मतलब पूरा population पे analytic procedure भी करने का है. Are you with me? Now, if I were to do tax audit only, and if I were to select 30 sample on statistical sampling method, see, this is just a guidance note. This standard is a guidance. आपकी organization में आपका client कौन सा है? You will have to have your own guidelines for doing sampling. आपकी firm का एक guidelines होना चाहिए कि मेरा अगर 10 करोड़ तक का turnover है और purchase के अंदर 1000 बिल है तो I'll select 50 samples. If this is 50 crore rupees and 2000 purchase invoices, then I'll select 100 samples. And if I'm going to select 100 samples, then 50 will be judgmental, 50 will be statistical. And if 2000 is the last number of PO issued, then 2000 divided by 50, nth number will be 40. And the first random number is 3, then the next will be 43, 83, 123, 163. And your PO number 3, 43, 83, 123 will have to be selected, whether it is 1 rupee PO or 1 crore PO, you have to do the work. And when you go to disciplinary committee, आपके वर्किंग पेपर में परचेस वाउचिंग के फ्लैप के अंदर पहला पेज होना चाहिए ABC लिमिटेड ऑडिट फॉर द ईयर एंड 31st March. The total population 2000, sample selected 50, divided by this 40, random number was 3, the sample which was selected was 3, 43, 83. कैसे किया है और क्या किया है ये important है. अगर 43 नंबर का PO, 83 नंबर का PO आपने सेलेक्ट किया है, उसके बाद 42, 45, 46 में अगर कोई वेंडर के पास से रॉन्ग परचेज है, हाई वैल्यू परचेज है, फ्रॉड हुआ, you will not be held responsible. Because you are saying, I have done on the basis of sampling and the standard. But if you are not documenting how did you select and what did you select, then you are responsible for everything, and then you have got no escape route when you go to the DC. Am I clear? And this is required for every tax audit. I am talking now about SA, not about the SI. Same for sale, same for bank, same for everything. And again, tax audit or company audit method, there is an independent third party confirmation of bank reconciliation and vendor and creditor. That again, while doing the procurement, I need to possibly see that also the balances and all. Okay. Let me then go ahead. So now, I will summarize and close in a minute and then take as many questions as possible. I know it is 6:30. 6:45 I wanted to finish and we will finish it. पहले स्टैंडर्ड्स हो गए, रिस्क मैनेजमेंट कंट्रोल प्लान कर दिया, प्रोक्योर टू पे है, कैपेक्स है, कंप्लायंस थ्रू रेगुलेशन है. These are areas which came up and I am going to do the audit. If I am doing audit of fixed asset and capitalization, then what will I do? I will first send a mail to my client that I am coming for an opening meeting. I will tell them like, which are your new projects, understand how many computers you bought, how many ACs you bought, which new factory, which new shop, क्या कैपिटलाइजेशन हुआ है, क्या पहले साल का है, फिजिकल वेरिफिकेशन होता है कि नहीं, बार कोडिंग है कि नहीं, एसेट रजिस्टर है कि नहीं, डेप्रिसिएशन का रेट क्या है. I will understand everything. You have an asset register. First is understanding. Second is your IT environment. Then third, I will tell you that this is a team and this is the day I am starting, and I will visit this, and I will do so and so work. And once you have done that, so there is a standard on understanding the IT environment. There is a standard on understanding the industry and the business. Then there is a standard on selecting samples. And after sample is done, you do the work. Then there is a standard on documentation. Lease agreement rakha hai, documentation. Third party confirmation, documentation. Documentation is every paper that you collect. Then there is a standard on evidence. And evidence is where I am saying that of the 200 crore purchase, 20 crore has been purchased by party A, who is a related party, and that material was purchased at 120 rupees per kg, whereas it was available in the market at 100 rupees per kg. And if I am making such type of observation that it was purchased at high price from a related party, then I need evidence. Evidence क्या चाहिए? कि दूसरे का रेट अवेलेबल था क्या, 3 कोटेशन था क्या, मार्केट में तो मैंने किधर गूगल करके कुछ निकाला गया. All of those become my evidence to support my observation. Are you with me? That is evidences. And after evidences, then your report writing. 350 is the reporting. And in reporting it very clearly says, इंस्टीट्यूट कुछ नहीं बोलता है. वर्ड देना है, एक्सेल देना है, पावर पॉइंट देना है, इंस्टीट्यूट ने कुछ नहीं बोला है. इंस्टीट्यूट ने कोई फॉर्मेट भी नहीं दिया है, ठीक है. लेकिन जनरली these days people issue a PowerPoint report. And for procure to pay, the standard says there should be a scope, there should be objective, then there should be a title for every observation. In every observation there should be a observation of what went wrong and what was not complied, and hence what is the impact. After that, according to you, what should be done? Your recommendation, then management response, date by which it will be rectified and the person who will rectify it. This according to the SIA is required. If you are working in global organization, large organization, एक ऑब्जर्वेशन को रेटिंग करते हैं, हाई, मीडियम और लो, जो स्टैंडर्ड में आईसीआई के नहीं लिखा है. कोई ग्लोबल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन क्या करता है कि अगर ये प्रोक्योर टू पे के अंदर 4 हाई है, 2 मीडियम है और 2 लो है, तो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट दे हैव गॉट अ स्केल वेयर दे से कि whether overall the report is satisfactory, good or ugly, whatever. So they do report rating also. The report rating also is not mentioned in ICI standard. So ICI standard does not give you a format. ICI standard does not tell you to rate the report. ICI standard does not tell you to rate the observation. But ICI standard tells you कि ये observation का ये चीज cover होना चाहिए report के अंदर. Again, there is one more standard in this series also on communication, and that standard says कि अगर आप किधर काम कर रहे हो तो पहला प्रोसेस ओनर के साथ में आपको बात करना है, क्योंकि कभी-कभी क्या होता है कि like you finalize the report, give it to the boss, CFO, and then all of a sudden the junior guy says नहीं, had you told me I would have given you this agreement, मेरे पास तो ये रेट का कॉपी था, ये तो बिल था, ये तो था, आपने मांगा ही मैंने दिया ही. तो वो पहला first level you need to keep on doing that, checking whether, verifying whether everything is correct. Then your draft report should go to the senior people, then they will review, and then once you get the input, you update everything, then you do the final report. Final report also should be there in your file. Draft report also should be there in your file. If you remove an observation, why did you remove, वो भी अंदर होना चाहिए, because mail पे तो गया ही है. इधर ऐसा नहीं दिखना चाहिए कि आपने पहला observation निकाला और बाद में drop कर दिया. ठीक है? तो all of those will have to be covered. That is again on the whole of communication during the course of the audit. So with that, let me show you these standards and then we'll proceed ahead. Planning the inter-audit, we talked about what is the scope, what is the objective, क्या करेंगे, which department, who is the people, who is got the skill set, who will do the work, and how many days will be required, when will I start, when will I end. Inter-audit evidence I talked about. अगर कोई भी observation है उसका supporting evidence होना चाहिए to prove that okay why am I saying what I am saying. Then there is inter-audit documentation, like I said, from lease deed to third-party confirmation to bill to invoices to what did you select, how did you arrive at the analytic procedure, samples, how did you select the samples, and everything is documentation. I talked about this a little, but अगर बड़ा firm है, it is expectation कि अगर एक मैनेजर काम कर रहा है तो दूसरा मैनेजर रिव्यू करेगा, एक पार्टनर इंचार्ज है तो दूसरा पार्टनर रिव्यू करेगा. स्टाफ का काम आप रेगुलर बेसिस पे देखोगे. ऐसा नहीं है कि स्टाफ को भेज दिया, वो 15 दिन बैठा है, बाद में आपको चौथे वीक में याद आया, आपने पूछा क्या कर रहे हो, बोला सर डेटा ही नहीं मिला, मैं बैठा हूँ, मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. ठीक है? So that is the reason they are saying like you need to be on a regular basis, take on update, keep on talking to your people, guide them, tell them what is required to be done. That is the standard here. The standard is saying, I am not saying that. Okay. So then 60 communication with management, like I said, draft report, final report, etc. And it also talks about like the follow-up. Okay. But again, there is one more standard now on follow-up of audit recommendation. So that is a separate standard which has come. And reporting result. Final report, it talks about scope, objective, extent, sampling, ये वो. Some places people even add, okay, what is your IT environment? how many employees, how much is the sale, how much is the purchase, so that it gives perspective to the reader of the report. 4 invoice of 2 crore rupees. इधर कितने का इनवॉइस है, लेकिन है कंपनी का टर्नओवर कितना है, 2000 करोड़ में 2 करोड़ या 10 करोड़ में 2 करोड़. So if you have that information, it becomes very easy for the user to understand. That can be given. 390, monitoring and reporting of prior audit issues. So like once all your reports are issued, you put it into a tracker, you keep seeing on that deadline whether the implementation has happened or not, and on a regular basis you keep on reviewing it, you present to the audit committee how many audits were planned, how many have been done, how many observations issued, by what date they were required to be done, how many high, medium, low, वो implementation हुआ है कि नहीं, वो सब देखना रहता है. Again, these two are value added. Last two है 500 series, अभी 19 के अंदर. So technology environment. This is one area which is picking up big time in your audit universe. See, there is a lot of requirement from the regulators now. Customer का data security, data safe है कि नहीं, vulnerability assessment, ethical hacking हो जाता है वेबसाइट का, तो उसका vulnerability assessment, penetration testing का काम है, data security का काम है, server का efficiency, effectiveness, user password review. So there are so many things. Normal IT general control. So within an IT environment, disaster recovery and business continuity. So there are so many areas which can be done. If you develop IT skills, or if you hire right type of people, then you can do good quality work, and there is a lot of demand for the IT audits in the market. Many clients want this. And as we go ahead to the last one, this is third party service provider audit. Again, lot of requirements from regulator also, and I'll tell you one example. Bank. सबके पास बैंक अकाउंट है, बैंक अकाउंट सबके पास है, हाथ ऊपर करेंगे जिसके पास नहीं है. See, चेकबुक बैंक खुद प्रिंट करता है, हो सकता है कोई वेंडर who print the checkbook and gives it, sends courier से कीजिए. Which means that vendor has got your confidential detail, your name, address, etc. The courier guy has got the detail. Credit card, कोई बनाता है एजेंसी. सिमिलरली अगर आपने पैसा नहीं भरा तो गाड़ी उठाने के लिए जो आता है टपोरी लोग, वो बैंक का एम्प्लॉय नहीं. अगेन देयर इज एन एजेंसी. If you don't pay the housing loan, someone calls up and says that your payment is due. So there are so many third-party vendors who support the bank. RBI says that every bank has to appoint an auditor who will select on the basis of the samples these vendors from various categories and go and do the audit of these vendors. And the fees for banks for this third-party vendor audit is anywhere between 20 lakhs to 40 lakh rupees. Similarly, NBFC, similarly insurance companies, and similarly everyone else. IRDA का भी वैसा ही regulation है. And this work necessarily does not go to all the big fours. There is a lot of chance that you may get. But the only thing is you will have to empanel yourself. You need to have a partner, 4 partner, 1 crore, 2 crore turnover criteria. जो empanelment का criteria वो fulfill करना पड़ेगा, network करके बड़ा firm बनाना पड़ेगा. You will have to do the work and you will have to build your skill set, and I am sure you will get the work. So there is this standard on the third party audit. While you do this audit, what care is required to be taken? When you go, what will you do? Sample, documentation, etc. And then you will issue the report. So I think that is what there on the 19 standards which are available. Some of them which are in the draft stage I have covered. Generally, I'll talk about only the standard setting process in a minute, and then I'll talk about the various opportunities that are available, and then I'll stop and take some questions. See, they have a study group. The Interaudit Committee at Delhi has got a study group. They may appoint a Chetan, they may appoint a Amit, they may appoint a Sachin on the group. Now these people sit and discuss and they come up with a draft. The draft then is reviewed by the board, Interaudit Standards Board. Standard Board पढ़ने के बाद काउंसिल के पास रखता है. काउंसिल को लगता है ठीक है, तो काउंसिल फिर पब्लिक डोमेन में भेजता है 30 डेज के लिए. और अभी 16 स्टैंडर्ड पब्लिक डोमेन में, तो अपनी जिम्मेदारी के हम लोग रीड करके जवाब दें. It goes to the Indian Auditing Standards Board, it goes to the Interaudit Bureau, it goes to the SEBI, it goes to the NSE, it goes to everyone. Okay? And then feedback comes or does not come, they formalize the standard and they issue it. Right now, none of the SIS are mandatory. Coming back to the opportunities. How many people feel that there is a lot of opportunity in this space? कितने लोग को लगता है ये काम बहुत है, मिल सकता है? एक ही, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 लोग को लगता है. Sir, really there is tremendous amount of work in this space, and I will not call it as internal audit. I will call it as management support function. And in management support, whether it is inventory verification, whether it is physical verification of asset, whether it is payroll, whether it is going to warehouse and depots and doing the checklist audit, whether it is going to stores and service centers, whether doing process audit, whether doing writing policy procedure, creating delegation authority metrics, many things. And mainly with so many startups in India, जो startups है वो entrepreneur IIM वाला है, MBA है, उसको business आता है, उसको बाकी कुछ नहीं आता. So he needs your help in writing policy procedure and doing audit and everything. And the moment a person goes to a venture capital fund or PE fund, वो fund पूछता है, tally है, bank detail entry होता है. You can take them to the next level, Zoho, Odoo. You can take them to SAP, Oracle. एक SAP implementation can be 1 crore rupees. Writing policy procedure can be easily 10, 20, 30 lakh rupees. Huge amount of work. Of course, ICI also has got a certificate course, और IIA का भी एक CII करके course है. With that, let me stop here. Thank you very much for being a very good patient audience. And any questions आपको भी take. एक दो questions ले सकते हैं, 2, 3, 4 भी ले सकते हैं. And otherwise, on the break, I am here. Yes, please.
What is the risk to the auditor in doing internal audit or risk?
See, मतलब in internal audit, you can even form a private limited company and do the audit. If you don't take your appointment number 138. 138 पे appointment लेगा तो then आपको जेल जाने का चांस है, नाफड़ा तो पीछे लग सकता है. लेकिन अगर 138 में appointment नहीं है तो कोई टेंशन नहीं है, ठीक है? But again, see, this is not an absolute assurance, this is a reasonable assurance. And ultimately, what you will do is, did you have a plan? Did the audit committee give you approval? Did you write the scope कि मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? अगर scope limitation है, payroll audit कर रहा हूँ, बोला कि CEO CFO का फाइल नहीं मिलेगा, right? Scope restriction. They said don't look at this business or plan, right? Scope restriction or limitation. Very clearly in your report. ठीक है? लेकिन जो इस वक्त हालात है देश में, प्रमोटर 200-400 करोड़ का फ्रॉड करके भाग जाता है, पहला जो मिला उसको उठा के जेल में डालते हैं, या तो स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिटर या इंटरनल ऑडिटर. So the fact is that, but otherwise it is much less riskier as compared to a statutory audit or a tax. Okay, tax में so much can go wrong and such huge litigation. Here nothing can go wrong. There cannot be a huge litigation. There cannot be a huge demand on it. I hope I have answered your question. Sorry.
What if we find a fraud? What is the role of our SAP?
So under Companies Act 143(12), fraud reporting, internal audit is not covered. Internal audit is not covered. Statutory auditor है, cost auditor है, वो सब है. लेकिन अभी जो 16 स्टैंडर्ड है उसके अंदर एक स्टैंडर्ड है on the fraud also. And they are saying that while you are doing a procure to pay office or fixed asset audit or XY audit, you also have to identify fraud red flags or fraud indicators. और अगर fraud indicators मिलता है तो आपको बताने का है. अच्छा, कुछ आपको एरर मिलता है तो आपको छोटा बिल बोलना है, लेकिन अगर आपको लगता है कुछ बड़ा गड़बड़ है तो इमीडिएटली सीनियर मैनेजमेंट को फ्लैग आउट करने का ऐसा स्टैंडर्ड में लिखा है. ठीक है? तो अगेन, आर यू अ वॉचडॉग और आर यू अ ब्लडहाउंड? तो आई से वी आर स्टिल अ वॉचडॉग. मेरा काम नहीं है जाके फ्रॉड निकालने का, और मेरा काम बिल्कुल भी नहीं है फ्रॉड इन्वेस्टिगेशन करने का. लेकिन स्टैंडर्ड अभी ये बोलता है कि आंख कान खुला रखो, और अगर लगता है कोई बोलता है कि भाई देखो प्रमोटर उसके रिलेटिव के पास से ले रहा है, वो खाली बिल लेता है, कैश में ले लेता है, चेक देता है, पैसा खाता है, पेंटिंग हुआ ही नहीं बिल्डिंग का, लेकिन फिर भी पेंटिंग का बिल आया है करोड़ों का, तो फिर आंख कान खुला रख के जाके देखना पड़ेगा. अभी ऐसा बोल रहा है स्टैंडर्ड. और उसके बाद उसके बारे में अगर ओके है तो रिपोर्ट में डालो, और ज़्यादा सीरियस हो तो इमीडिएटली सीनियर मैनेजर को राइटिंग में डालो. आई होप आई आंसर द क्वेश्चन. सॉरी,
Continuing his question regarding the risk, suppose unknowingly we could not fulfill the expectation of the client, can we file any complaint, or can the Companies Act or income tax or ICI can take any action, and what are the penalties, financial or other? Can you highlight on this? For example, in the statutory audit, there is a Ministry of Corporate Affairs (MCA),
NPI. These types of complaints or financial penalties are there. So is there such type of penalties in internal audit? Because we are appointed by the client.
So, I am taking an example. थोड़ा सा बोल्ड और रैश एग्जाम्पल है. प्रोक्योर टू पे का ऑडिट किया, सैंपल सेलेक्ट किया, सैंपल डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं किया प्रॉपरली, और किधर कोई चीज़ छूट गया जिसके अंदर हाई वैल्यू परचेस था और उधर करोड़ों रुपए का कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया. 100 रुपये में मिल सकता था, 200 में बाई किया है, 100 करोड़ का परचेज है, 50 करोड़ रुपया बढ़ गया है फुकट में. ठीक है. And the client find out. Can the client file a case on me? The answer is yes. Can I limit my liability? The answer is yes. In your engagement letter, why don't you write? Okay, I will do to the best of my ability with due professional care. But if something goes wrong, it is not part of the standard of the samples which are selected, then my liability will be restricted to the amount of fees that you paid me in the date of the happening. That is the contract and that will hold in the court of law. Can NAFRA take action? The answer is yes. Can ICI take action on you? The answer is yes. Disciplinary action ICI can take on you if you not done the work properly. Negligence of duty है तो ICI can take action on you. I'll come to you in a minute. या फिर I'll come in.
Like I was just saying the same thing, and it also depends on the situation, right? Like if you have done
Case
gross
to case,
negligence,
case to
you
case,
not
case to
applied professional due diligence, then you will not be able to defend yourself.
See, whether it is tax audit, company audit, internal audit, any assignment that you are doing, sir, my limited submission to all of you is humble submission. Engagement letter बहुत ज़्यादा important है. क्या scope है बहुत ज़्यादा important है. क्या period है बहुत ज़्यादा important है. और क्या किया, methodology क्या है. क्या select किया, क्या check किया, कैसे check किया, and hence this is outcome. That is important and that has to be proved by the documentation and the working paper. And if you are reporting something, then there should be an evidence. Sorry. Last question, then we can take a break, and then maybe I'm here. I'll cover all the answers.
So my question is like we are reading articles about forensic audit. What is that? Because recently there was an article for forensic audit in a bank, and 2-3 days back there was a forensic audit on an NGO. How forensic audit is different from internal audit?
So see again, I'll put it in 2 ways. And that we also, yesterday also I was discussing with someone in my firm. One client approached and they said, like, we do a lot of spend through an NGO and I want you to come and do the audit. Now, the first thing when I decide the scope, I'll say, like, okay, in your company's CSR policy, are you doing eradication of hunger? Are you doing malnutrition? Are you doing earthquake related? Are you doing tree plantation, environment? What are you doing? One. How did you identify those NGOs? Are those NGOs in those activity? Then did they really spend? I'll go and do the evidences. But I'll also have to go to the market and talk to the people. क्या इसने झाड़ लगाया क्या इतना? या आके इधर इसने बांटा है क्या? खाना देता है क्या? स्कूल में जाता है क्या? All those things will be part of my audit. And then I'll give a report. And all of those will become my evidence. Photos, this, that, etc. Right? Now, while doing this, all of a sudden I realize कि वो NGO तो काम ही नहीं करता है. ये लोग वो बिल रेज करते हैं, ये लोग चेक में पैसा देते हैं, शायद वो कैश में देते हैं, किधर भी कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है. तो again I have to report smaller things in the report, larger things to the senior management. Now, am I required to go into the investigation? The answer is no. And if there is a fraud, then the company has to appoint someone else for doing fraud investigation. Internal auditors are not required to do fraud investigation, and institute has issued standards on forensic and fraud detection. Separate set of standard है उसके लिए. If you are doing assignments of fraud detection etc. or fraud audits, then you look at those standards and use those. Okay. Last.
So when you meet the CFOs and the CEOs, what is the expectation gap that you see between what we deliver and the internal audit report and all that, and what are we expecting in terms of value? So what is your experience and
ओके, डिफिकल्ट सवाल एकदम लास्ट में पूछा है, लेकिन 2-3 मिनट लेता हूँ और फिर खत्म कर देंगे क्विकली. सी, एक्सपेक्टेशन तो बहुत है. एक्सपेक्टेशन तो ये है कि तारा तोड़ के लाओ, चांद को हाथ में लेके आओ. They expect the internal auditor to look at the, identify the fraud also, they want us to do everything. But believe me today, खाली जाके ग्रीन टिक मारने से भी कुछ काम नहीं होगा. वो अगले साल तुमको हटा देगा, दूसरे किसको लेके आएगा. Now if I were to talk about myself and quickly in 2-3 minutes in my firm, in procure to pay, we got queries for procurement. 60-70 queries which we have written. It can be Power BI, Power Query, it can be R, it can be SQL. You can even use an audit management software like IDEA. आप Excel में करो, IDEA यूज करो या R या SQL में query लिखो. Now queries can be पूरा population लेके PR date और PO date. PR date पहला क्या, PO date पहला PR, requisition, then order. Order date was a GRN date. अभी आप बोलोगे अगर SAP Oracle है तो कंट्रोल उधर रहेगा. Very good. अच्छा, split PO. He is my friend, Ankur is my friend. My authority matrix limit is 25 lakhs. अंकुर को मेरे को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट देना था 30 लाख रुपए का, तो मैंने आज इसको 20 लाख का पीओ दिया, कल 10 लाख का पीओ दिया. तो अगेन आई गॉट अ क्वेरी वेयर सेम यूजर रेजिंग ऑन द सेम वेंडर. आई पिक अप ऑल दोस केसेस इन सेट नंबर ऑफ डेज, 10 दिन, 15 दिन, 1 महीना, एंड मैप विद द अथॉरिटी मैट्रिक्स टेबल 20% वेरिएशन. आई पिक अप दोस. While raising a PO, item code will be picked up. On the way to item code, vendor master में कौन-कौन वो बेच रहे हैं, 10 रुपया, 10.5, 11, तो 10 रुपये वाले को PO क्यों नहीं दिया, 10.5 या 11 वाले को क्यों दिया. These are type of queries which we run. Now in addition to that, we also do API analytics. What is API analytics? So like say, will any of your client want their employees to be vendors? No. You take all the PAN number, map it with the GSTN database. GSTN number is PAN based. इमीडिएटली मालूम पड़ेगा कि क्या बिजनेस है, नेचर ऑफ बिजनेस क्या है, टर्नओवर क्या है. वो GSTN नंबर लेके वेंडर मास्टर में मैप करो और देखोगे वो एम्प्लॉई का जो कंपनी हो यहाँ पे वेंडर है जो सप्लाई कर रहा है तो ऑब्जर्वेशन है. नाउ एम्प्लॉइज फॉर मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस गिव देयर डिपेंडेंस पैन नंबर ऑल्सो. वाइफ, पेरेंट, बच्चा जो भी है सबका पैन नंबर लो, GSTN पे मैप करो, उनके नाम पे कंपनी है क्या और उसको इधर मैप करो. पैन नंबर लो, डिन डेटाबेस से मैप करो, डायरेक्टर है क्या किधर, DIN. दिन मिल गया तो कंपनी का सिन मिल जाता है, CIN. सिन मिल गया तो वो कंपनी में दूसरा डायरेक्टर कौन है उसका डिन मिल जाता है. डिन मिल गया तो उसका पैन निकलता है, पैन मतलब GSTN को वेंडर मास्टर में मैप करो और देखो कि आपका एम्प्लॉय किधर डायरेक्टर है और उसका दूसरा डायरेक्टर का कंपनी है जो यहाँ पे सप्लाई कर रहा है. मेहनत करना पड़ेगा भाई, मेहनत करना पड़ेगा. अभी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लेबर रेगुलेशन है, हम लोग क्या बोलता है कि लास्ट मंथ का चालान ले लो. अभी वेंडर भी स्मार्ट है, वेंडर क्या करता है, 20 आदमी चेतन को दिया, 20 अमित को दिया, 20 अंकुर को दिया, 60 एम्प्लॉय दिया है, 20 जन का ही पेमेंट करता है, सबको सेम चालान पकड़ाता है. हम लोग खुश है, क्लाइंट अपना थप्पी लगा रहा है पेपर का, हम लोग भी खुश है कि कंट्रोल चल रहा है. बट दैट कंट्रोल इज नॉट वैलिड टुडे बाबा. व्हेन आई एम डूइंग ऑडिट फॉर चेतन, इधर ABCD, अगर मेगा काम कर रहे हैं, सचिन काम कर रहे हैं या मनोज भाई काम कर रहे हैं, उसका नाम उठा के उसका EPFO नंबर देख के देखोगे वो EPFO में पैसा जमा हुआ है कि नहीं, EPFO का डेटाबेस इज अवेलेबल, PF डिपॉजिट और नॉट. Moonlighting can be taken. So there are multiple APIs. We do mapping to the APIs also and we come with a result. We also do image analytics. अगर कोई इनवॉइस का PDF सबमिट करता है तो वो मैप होता है बाकी सब इनवॉइस है जो डेटाबेस में उसके साथ में, और 80%, 90%, 93% मैच है कि नहीं वो बता रहा है कितना परसेंट मैच है. और कौन सा फील्ड अपडेट हुआ अंदर जो पिक्सल टेक्नोलॉजी, वो खाली इनवॉइस नंबर और डेट चेंज हुआ है, वाइटिंग लगाया, आई लव PDF में आके चेंज किए, तो वो पकड़ के फिर ऑडिट करने का. सिमिलरली क्या होता है कितनी जगह पे कि फार्मा कंपनी कमीशन देता है, इंसेंटिव देता है. अभी ये इंसेंटिव कौन से बैंक अकाउंट में जा रहा है, यूपे, जीपे, ये वो में मालूम है आदमी का मोबाइल नंबर और बैंक अकाउंट. आप 1 रुपया डालो, पेनी ड्रॉप करो और देखो कि वो डॉक्टर है या नहीं है, मालूम पड़ा एम्प्लॉय के रिलेटिव के अकाउंट में पैसा जा रहा है. ठीक है. अभी यहाँ पे आज ललित भाई ने बोला कि सबको खाना खिला है, 500 रुपये का डिनर, कैमरा है, कैमरा का फोटो निकालना, मालूम पड़ा वड़ा पाव खिला रहा है, 100 रुपये का काम है, 500 रुपये क्लेम कर रहे हैं. राइट, दैट इज वीडियो एनालिटिक्स. तो वी डू ऑल ऑफ दिस पार्ट ऑफ द ऑडिट. बॉस, वी डू ऑल ऑफ दिस पार्ट ऑफ द ऑडिट, व्हिच मींस एक्सपेक्टेशन बहुत है एंड यू हैव टू रियली यूज द टेक्नोलॉजी, यू हैव टू रियली गो अहेड एंड डू द वर्क. एंड इफ यू डू क्वालिटी वर्क देन देयर इज नो एंड. पैसा भी मिलता है बिकॉज उनका पैसा बचता है. Massive savings you can do for the client. With that, let me stop here. I think thank you very much for all the questions also. Thank you.
First clarification, there is no vada pav, there is pav bhaji in the menu. Sir, excellent speech of yours. I've attended your session for the first time, but I must say that I've started thinking already that how I introduce the internal audit functions in my firm. And I mean, your energy level, the way you kept the entire audience engaged throughout the session, it was wonderful. And may I request now C.A. Sikandar Yadav, my colleague in the core committee, to formally give vote of thanks to the learned speaker, please.
Thank you, Lalit bhai. It is a great privilege and honor to propose well-deserved vote of thanks to learned speaker and expert in the field, C.A. Murtuza sir. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation. Today's session reminded me of my college lectures. Sir has covered the topic in most interactive way. It must have helped all of us to understand the subject. Internal audit एक सफर है अंदर की ओर, जहां दस्तावेज ही नहीं, नियतों की जांच होती है। हर रजिस्टर, हर रसीद कुछ चुपचाप कहता है, सिर्फ मिलान नहीं, जवाबदेही की बात होती है। Thank you, sir, once again. Now I request members for loud applause.